If you watched any of my videos on the Integra, you know we have a huge overheating problem. Today, we're gonna try to fix that. This is our beautiful Integra here, which has the huge overheating problem. Why? I have no idea. But we do have a tucked race radiator from Speed Factory, and we have right here our little Speed Factory reservoir as well that I actually had to ask one of my boys to weld because it did not fit with the VTEC solenoid. It was actually hitting the plug here. So keep that in mind. Maybe this was like a B16 one or something. I don't know if the plugs are different and the clearance, but anyways, GSR motor. This did not fit, so had to modify it. And the problem is the car is not getting enough airflow because the bumper's on. When the bumper's off, everything's good. With the bumper on, it's all hell. And also, I'm running no thermostat, so it's literally just straight coolant moving all over, so no thermostat, with water wetter and just regular 50-50 coolant. But today we're actually going to put the thermostat back in because of all the forums I've been reading telling me to put the thermostat in, never to take it out, blah 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 blah. So we're going to do that. And then in the future, I want to get the Speed Factory tucked radiator, the one with the 2 spall fans, since this one only has 1. But right now, this is what we got, so we're going to try and make it work. View from the front here, as you can see, the radiator is literally tucked behind the intercooler, so it's getting like no air access. So I was thinking of maybe making some sort of air duct right here, like a tunnel or a funnel, sorry, something to funnel the air into the radiator, like on the top right here. So if this doesn't work, I'll try that in the future. I mean, it'll be cool if we had like a headlight intake tube that could go straight to the actual radiator, but you know, that's more for like the turbo. You know, we would have it here. But like I said, we're going to be changing the radiator out sometime soon to the actual Speed Factory tucked one, which is much bigger. So hopefully, if this doesn't fix our overheating issues, that does, because I want to take this car on long trips and I can't. Got my little bucket for the coolant to be caught in, and then I have my coolant right here, which yes, I'm going to be using coolant. I don't live in a warm climate that I could put distilled water in the water wetter, which works better, I've heard. I live in Pennsylvania where it snows and the water will definitely freeze and crack my block, so I don't want that. Oh. All right, so we finally got the thermostat in. It is like a factory thermostat, I believe, or it's an AutoZone thermostat, I don't know. But it did say it opens up at like, what was it, 72 or 73 degrees Celsius, and that was like 170 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's like a perfect temp. But thermostat is in. Now we just have to fill it up with coolant and then take it up for a drive. All right, let's turn this bad boy on. Right now we are still off the floor, see? Because you gotta like bleed this like 30 million times. So let's turn this bad boy on. E85 guys, E85. Try it again. Boys, I say this every time. If something doesn't go wrong, it's not one of my videos, okay? So when I turned on the car, obviously I looked at the dash and there was a check engine light. Shouldn't have been a check engine light there. So I checked the code and it said something about coolant temp high circuit. So it basically went into limp mode, I believe, because it thinks it's like super hot or something, which the car's been sitting for a day. So it should be like, you know, 0 degrees. Anyways, I just looked and we kind of unpinned some wires. You see that little connector right here, that little gray one? You see that little red little wire right there? Yeah, that's supposed to be connected to there, and it's not. This is gonna be fun. So now I gotta depin this and then splice it and pin it back in. Luckily, I break a lot of parts. So this little VTEC solenoid connector here, I broke before. So I bought extra ones. And look at this. In my little junk drawer, I found an extra one because they're literally like the exact same plug as you can see there, right? Left one is the old, nasty, corroded one. Right one is the new one. And this is going to be tough because the wires that are in there are literally all corroded too. So I got to like cut them down. and wire in new wire. So I'm gonna have to cut the wire loom now. So let's just knock that out real quick. It might finish today. If not, I'll finish it tomorrow, and obviously you guys won't tell the difference, but we'll see. All right, so it's day 2, unfortunately, because yesterday it started raining and it got too dark. But anyways, got the wires connected now. These are the wires here. So we got the thermostat temperature sensor, which is right here, right, connected in nice and beautifully, heat shrink and everything. And then this one popped out too, which is the actual thermostat reading for your car, for the gauge, but connected that as well. So now we should be good to turn this baby on and actually bleed the coolant. All right, so let's try this again. Much better. Much better. No check engine, nothing. This is extremely loud. Bro, my neighbors literally probably hate me. Guaranteed. Look at that non-LSD light. Watch. Yeah, I need LSD. So do me a favor, like this video if I can buy one. Alright, these are the temps right now. She's at 187. And that's, you know, I idle without giving it any gas or anything. She is super lean right now. But that's probably because these freaking studs keep breaking. Like, look, that one's broken, that one's broken, that one's missing a nut. These were all titanium, and they all snapped. So I need to make some sort of bracket to probably hold up the turbo, because there's too much weight just like pulling it down. Remember, this is still completely blocked, as you can tell. Like, look, this is the rad, right next to the exhaust. Completely blocked, no airflow. So we're doing the best we can for now, you know, until we could get that new radiator. But hopefully this works. So right there I did, like, that wasn't even a pull, but you know, I got into boost for a little bit, and the temps actually went down, so that's always a plus. I mean, it is like super cold out right now. 169. Sheesh, 161. Hey yo. Hey yo. Oh, that's the freaking ambulance. I thought it was the cops. Brother, I don't know where you want me to move to. Oh, all right. There's a little 2020 WRX to my right. And guys, if I sound like I have a huge lisp, it's because I'm using my GoPro with the bite mount, so it's kind of hard to talk and record at the same time. Oh, VRZ! Sheesh! Yeah, so I've been going like 60 miles an hour in 5th gear. Let's see if we can do a little 2nd to 4th here, since again, no 3rd. So 2nd, ride it out a little bit in 2nd, then 4th. But let's see. Couldn't get 4th gear, but it happens. She shot out to 181 right now. Woo! That was a good pull, boys.